Hi guys, coming to you here, Stephanie Smith. Wanted to talk to you guys about confidence. And when I first learned about confidence, it was funny. The first thing that was taught to me was taught about personality style. And they wanted us to identify what personality style that we had. Thought it was kind of strange. Went with the flow. They knew more than I did, so I kind of went with the flow. But I'm really glad I did because what I ended up figuring out was, or finding out, was the reason they were teaching us that we must learn about our personality style first before we identify what or how to deal with confidence is we must first understand ourselves. So they first wanted us to identify the type of personality style we have. And when we learn which one of the styles that we most relate to, then we can understand how we can best manage our energy and our environment to become a more confident person. So today I want to talk to you guys about introverts, extroverts, outgoing, and shy people. Okay, and first what I want to do, first I want to show you an interesting aspect about shy people and unfriendly, self-absorbed people. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to this dynamic. When we think about self-absorbed, unfriendly people, and if you want to, go ahead and picture somebody in your head who you feel like is self-absorbed or unfriendly. Not very approachable, okay? When you think about the characteristics of a self-absorbed, very unfriendly person, we think of things like they rarely make eye contact with us. They ignore the new people, right? They're real standoffish. They speak and interact only to people that they know. They have real closed body language. They're not really approachable. They have, they seem uninterested about people that they don't know or those people around them. When they do talk, they're always talking about themselves. They make others feel uncomfortable when you're around them. They feel like they're judgmental and they're really unapproachable, right? That's a self-absorbed, unfriendly person. Those are characteristics of them. Now let's talk about a shy person. If you can think about a shy person, watch this. A shy person rarely makes eye contact. A shy person ignores the new people. A shy person seems standoffish. They speak and interact only to people that they know in the room. They have closed body language. They're very unapproachable. They seem uninterested about anybody else. Are you guys catching the pattern here? They only talk about themselves. They make others feel uncomfortable. They seem to be judging others, and they're unapproachable. Do you guys see the similarities? A person who is self-absorbed and unfriendly, a shy person looks exactly the same. And when we don't know that person, right? We can give, when we are a shy person, we can give people around us the impression like we are unfriendly and self-absorbed people. So now let's talk about an outgoing person who seems to be confident. Let's think about them. They're always smiling. They enjoy eye contact. They enjoy social settings. They've got very open body language. They're very approachable. You don't mind going up to them, right? They seem very comfortable in their own skin. They're funny. Sometimes they even poke fun of themselves. They have a very calming energy about them. They are very engaged. They're always listening to the conversation. They make other people feel good about themselves when they're around. And most importantly, outgoing, confident people are always asking questions to those around them. So see the difference between a shy and a confident person? They are very different. Very, very different. And sometimes a lot of people like to categorize or stereotype, and some people like to say that people who are shy are introverts, people who are outgoing are extroverts. Not true, guys. Not true at all. In fact, did you know you can be a shy extrovert? And did you know that you can be an outgoing introvert? So now let's talk about introverts and extroverts. Let's talk about the characteristics of those. And I want you most particularly to pay attention to these characteristics and think about yourself. When we think about introverts, introverts like to be around people in small doses. They like to be, when they're around certain people, they get a lot of energy from those type of people. But introverts do not like to have to take crowds or take social settings or take being around a lot of people in small doses, right? They don't like it all the time, but they can handle it every now and then. They like to be by themselves. When they're working or if they need to recharge their energy, they do it best when they're by themselves. They're very productive when they're by themselves, okay? And introverts are the people who are hiding in the bathroom, hiding in the closet when somebody calls and says the party's canceled, and they're the ones doing the party dance, right? Because that was one reason they didn't have to go to the party, because it was canceled, okay? So that is an introvert. Now let's talk about extroverts. Extroverts get their energy from other people. They like to be around other people. They don't necessarily need to be the center of attention, but they like people around them all the time. If they're running errands, they're the people that want to call somebody and want somebody to go with them. For no particular reason, they just don't want to be by themselves. Their creativity, their productivity happens the best when other people are around. The other people don't even need to be engaged in what they're doing, but other people are around. And oftentimes when extroverts are by themselves, they feel lonely and they feel distracted. Okay? So guys, now let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. First, in order to identify your personality style, you need to identify, are you shy or are you outgoing? Think about the characteristics we talked about a little bit earlier. Are you shy or are you outgoing? Then I want you to think about and identify, are you an introvert or are you an extrovert? Okay, I want you to write these two things down. Okay, and these two things are going to be important, right? And so now you're telling me, okay, Stephanie, so now I am a shy introvert. What do I do with that now? What do I do with that now? I'm a shy introvert. What do I do with that now? It is important that we understand the personality type that we have, because this tells us, as we are learning to become a confident person, what environments that we thrive the best in and where we get our energy from. And when we need to step out of our comfort zone, right? When we need to do those uncomfortable things, when we understand the type of personality we have and we understand where we get our energy from and we understand what environment we thrive the best in, then we are able to identify, we're able to know where to get that energy from to step out of that comfort zone. Where we know what we need to do to go recharge with our energy when we have given everything we've gotten. Right? So it's extremely important because we need to know where we work best, we need to know where to recharge, and we need to know when it's okay to step out of our comfort zone and when we need to pull back. So guys, I want to leave you guys with one more resource. 16personalities.com, the number 16personalities.com. If you go there, they have a free assessment for a personality type. Hop over there, take the free personality type test. It will can get emailed to you. This gives you an exorbitant amount of information about the type of person you are, but it will touch on the shy and the outgoing, the introvert and the extrovert. It will give you additional information. Again, give you that information you need to know what you struggle with, where you get your energy from, what environments you thrive best in, right? And guys, honor yourself by being self-aware as you begin to become a more confident person. So I appreciate your time. We'll be talking to you soon.